So what's next? What's going on, guys? Like, what's next? What are we going to talk about next? Like the Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony, excuse me, that whole debacle is over and done with. What to talk about next? Like, y'all dragged this out for, I don't know how many months, but now it's over and done with. There is nothing going on right now that can create division. The fuel prices are constantly going down. What is next? What do we talk about next? Like, what is the next thing that you guys can pull out of your butts that is going to get your audience upset and create a division, and you're going to spread a hate narrative and point the finger at people and divide races, divide religious groups? What's next? What do you guys have to talk about? And if something that I have been noticing is a lot of the political people on social media, content creators, they either have just been posting random stuff or they haven't been posting at all. They have just, like, one guy I seen that he posted, and it's like he was trying to start an argument with somebody. So that let me know that you just have like a lot of anger and hate that's just already within you. That has nothing to do with anybody else. And it seemed like that was the only way that he was able to get some type of engagement, because the people in his comment section was like, who are you talking to? He never addressed the name. It just made it seem like he was just talking into the ethers. Nobody knew he was talking to. He never addressed the person that he was referring this message towards. And if you're going to get on social media and talk like that, don't you think that you need to be addressing the person? But that is a marketing tactic. It's going to get people to engage with him. They're going to get curious and want to know, and then they're going to go to other people, analyze their posts and their social medias so they can figure out, like, narrow it down to, like, who is this person talking about? What are we going to talk about next? And one of my favorite people to watch, his name is Ace Smarts. He has been like over this stuff. Like, it seems like political commentary has been boring him. So he's gotten back to like posting like comic stuff. And Ace, everybody loves Ace. So, his engagement is still up, but at the same time, it's really, it's not as up as if he were to say something about Black Americans. And when Black Americans, in my opinion, this is just from what I'm watching, when Black Americans aren't, doing something egregious, people really don't be having anything to talk about. This is why the people need to mind their own business and find something else to do. Like I told you guys, I have just been so over these political content creators. So now I'm just like really analyzing and like looking at what they're doing, being that there's nothing going on for them to talk about. The fuel prices are going down. There is nothing that's going on between Black and white people in America. Black people are not outraged at anything at the current moment. So they have nothing to talk about. And it's not just white Americans, it's Black Americans also. Like Black Republicans, and I'm somebody that is a Black Republican, or that votes Republican. Those people, they don't have anything to talk about. But like I vote Republican, but that is not my personality. Like, does that make sense to you guys? Like, some people make being a Republican, a Black Republican, their personality. And no, I'm not like that. I just have I have viewpoints that line up with the Republican Party. But other than that, like, I still am a human being. Like, I still see what's right from wrong. And just because somebody that's as part of the same party as me, I see them doing something, I'm not going to automatically agree with what they're doing just because we vote the same. I'm still my own individual person. And I think that's like social media, like in those political spaces, it's like a game. And everybody needs to stick together because they like to say, oh, we're not like them, meaning the Democrats. And you actually are like them. If not, I believe that the Republican Party is like taking it up a notch and they're getting worse. Okay, I'll give you an example of this. I live in Tampa, Florida. All right. I live in the Tampa Bay area. In St. Pete, they have like a huge um, gay community that's over there. Like they had the street painted, rainbow, and all of that other stuff. All right. So, what I have been seeing on social media is Republican commentators and content creators going to pride parades in their state and interviewing, like shoving a camera and a microphone in these people's faces, and these people are just there to have fun. Like that let me know right there, like you're basically worse, getting worse than the Democrats, because I believe there's good Democrats just like there's good Republicans and vice versa. But you guys are leaving the comfort of your home to go and disturb people that you have a problem with just so you can anger your audience and keep this political argument going on just for the sake of you to have content. I'm a straight person. I am not going to leave my house to go to a pride parade and bother those people. I have no reason to be there. That is none of my business. Why would I go down there to anger myself, to get myself so worked up, and then to disrupt these people that are minding their business and trying to enjoy themselves so I can talk politics with them? Like, does that make sense to any of you? Like, stop me if I'm wrong here somewhere. I just think that is really weird. I have better things to do. And it's like, if you guys need filler content, develop your own personality aside from being a Republican. Like maybe it's because of the way that my algorithm is set up. I do not see Democrats bothering Republicans like that. I don't see it. And if that is going on, point me in the direction to it. But what I mainly see is like the Republicans are just like desperate to keep their audience angry. Like, a lot of Democrats are black individuals. Black people, we always have something going on. As long as black people are going to be on this planet, we're always going to have something to talk about. We're always going to have something to trip over. We're always going to have something to, engage with, because we just be all over the place. It really be a good time. But there's a certain people, that finds fault in everything that black Americans do, and they just need to turn it into content. And it's like, doesn't that get boring to your audience? Or maybe it doesn't, because that's when they be getting the most engagement, when they're talking about black individuals. And it's like, bruh, can we find something else to talk about? Can we find something else that's not dividing races? Can we find something else that's not talking down upon somebody else's religion? Because I'm a firm believer that religion saves people. It doesn't matter what religion you belong to. I am not going to call somebody an ugly name because I don't like their religion. But we see that from a certain group of people. I'm not going to point any fingers, but I'm pointing fingers. And I think that a lot of us see these things too. And it's just exhausting. It's just draining. And it's like, why would you want to push that type of energy out into the world? Let people be. If you don't like a certain religion, okay, don't like them. I don't understand why you will dislike an entire religion. That's weird to me. Because what are these people doing to bother you, who is living in, your own world? But I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm too woke. Because, woke used to mean a certain thing. Woke used to be different until it got hijacked to mean something that's negative. But I am just extremely enlightened. And I can see past all of this BS stuff. Like, I really just want to live in harmony with each and every one of you, because each and every one of you is a reflection of God. Whether you believe it or not, this is what I believe. Each and every one of you is a reflection of God. You are little mini pieces of God that he put here on this planet and came here to learn. And you being a little mini God, you are given free will. Some people use their free will to push hate and to be nasty to their neighbor, to their brother, to their sister. And then you have some people that want to spread positivity and bring us closer together because we're really not that different. If you really think about it, we're really not that different. It's just people just took this ugliness, this darkness out of their hearts and was able to be a real human and empathize with human beings, you will realize that we're not that far off. But this is just being a morally decent human being. Does that make sense? I don't know. You guys let me know. I think I rambled on long enough, but I'm curious to know what you all have to say. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this. Be sure to drop your comments in the comment section, and be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of my logical thinking and calling these people out. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.